Welcome back. Welcome back to M2H Academy. I am your host, Royalty. And before we get into it, I want to say thank you for everybody who has been following the channel, supporting the calls, supporting the videos. Not only do I do this for me, but I do this for you. So I do want to show my appreciation to you as the analytics and the numbers are reflecting great things. So let's keep this train rolling. Let's keep sharing these videos. Let's keep these numbers high. For the new folks that are joining us today, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to follow the podcast, follow the movement. For those, like I said, that's been continuing to come back, just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing. You know, shouts out to you. Shouts out to me. Shouts out to the movement. And let's just get right into it. Episode 9 of the first part of the series of the M2H Academy. Today we're talking about self-care without guilt. So let me ask you something. When was the last time you did something just for yourself? And you did something and didn't feel guilty about it. Not because you needed to work, not because family needed something, not because somebody asked you to, but simply because you needed it. See, and for a lot of men, that's a difficult question because we've been taught to provide. We've been taught to protect. We've been taught to sacrifice. You know, we've been taught to keep going. And somewhere along the way, taking care of ourselves just started to feel selfish. But truth is, self-care is not selfish. Self-care is maintenance. And today we're talking about how men can take care of themselves without feeling guilty for doing it. So why do men struggle with self-care? Let's start there. Many men were taught that their value comes from what they can do for other people. How much money can you make? How much can you provide? How many problems can you solve? How much can you carry? So when you finally say, I need a break, something inside of you says, you don't have time for that. I can't speak for you, but I'm gonna speak for me in this sense where I'm gonna say that's how it is. When it's time to take a break, you feel less productive. You feel like you're not doing something right. You know what I mean? You don't have time for that. Is what you hear and feel inside. But think about your vehicle. You wouldn't drive it forever without changing oil, right? You wouldn't expect your car to just run and run and run and run with an empty gas tank. You wouldn't ignore the warning signs, the check engine lights, none of that. But many of us do exactly that to ourselves. We ignore the warning lights. We run on an empty tank. We don't want new oil until something breaks. Then when something breaks, that's when we call it a crisis. Self-care is about paying attention before the crisis. Self-care is not just spa days. When people hear self-care, they sometimes picture expensive vacations and massages and candles and all this luxurious stuff. And there's nothing wrong with those things. You know, those things make us feel really good, you know, but self-care can be much more simpler than that. Just getting enough sleep, just eating a real meal, you know, going to the gym, taking a walk, drinking water, going outside, turn your phone off, spending time with people who make you feel safe, loved, cared for, valued, appreciated, going to therapy, setting boundaries, saying no, taking days off. Self-care is not just about luxury. Self-care is about asking, what is my mind? What is my body? What is my spirit? What do I need right now? That's what it is. It's not luxury. It's awareness of self. Now let's make an important distinction. Self-care doesn't mean doing whatever feels good in the moment. Sometimes what feels good isn't actually good for us. Staying up all night, guilty. Drinking excessively, be honest with yourself. Spending money you don't have, be disciplined. Avoiding responsibilities, increase productivity. Isolating yourself, battling feelings of shame, battling feelings of guilt. See, those things might provide temporary relief, but they don't necessarily restore you. Real self-care supports the person that you're trying to become. Sometimes self-care means resting. Sometimes it means having the difficult conversation. Sometimes it means going to therapy. Sometimes it means getting disciplined. Sometimes taking care of yourself means doing something uncomfortable because you know it's necessary. And that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about 5 areas of self-care that every man should consider. So at this time is when you would want to grab your notebook, you want to grab your pen, you want to grab your phone, you want to grab something, and you want to take some notes. And let's start with number 1, and that's physical self-care. Your body is carrying you through everything. So take care of it. Move. Exercise. Can't say it enough. Rest. Get enough sleep. Eat better when you can. Stay hydrated. Pay attention to physical symptoms instead of ignoring them. Nobody's saying you have to become a professional athlete. You just need to stop treating your body like it doesn't matter. Take care of yourself. Number 2, emotional self-care. If you follow me on any other platform, you already know where I'm going with this. And I'm not just talking about number 2 here. I'm talking about all of the 5 areas of self-care for men, because I talk about this all the time, and I'm going to keep talking about it because it's important. It needs to be discussed. Number 2, emotional self-care. Ask yourself what you're actually feeling. Man, it is not I'm good all the time. What's underneath that? Are you angry? Are you lonely? Are you overwhelmed? Are you disappointed, anxious, grieving? You cannot manage emotions you refuse to acknowledge. You got to name it. You got to acknowledge it. Sometimes emotional self-care means talking. Sometimes it means journaling. I don't know how many journal entries I got in for the year already. You ain't got nobody to talk to, journal, write it out, release. Sometimes it means sitting quietly and allowing yourself to feel something without immediately trying to fix it. This is just what it is. And it's not that I need a solution, but I just need to create awareness around it. Emotional self-care. Number 3, mental self-care. Your mind needs a break too. Guilty. Talking to self. You don't have to consume information every minute of the day. Take a break. Take a break from social media. Turn off the news. Read something meaningful. Learn something new. Spend time in silence. Give your brain room to breathe. A constantly stimulated mind eventually becomes an exhausted mind, brain fog, lack of clarity, no room for awareness, just overstimulated. Overstimulated, burning so much energy you feel exhausted. Take time, just sit. Step away from it, take a break. Mental self-care. Number 4, social self-care. Remember episode 6? Men need friends. If you don't remember episode 6, go back and view it. In this series, men need friends. Connection is part of self-care. Call the bros before you call. Never mind. Call the bros. Check on your friend. Spend time with people who encourage you. And be honest about those relationships. Because some of those relationships consistently drain you. Be honest. Not everybody deserves unlimited access to your energy. But check on your friends. Call your brother. Find those people who really mean you well. Spend some time with those people. Spend some time with those people who want to see you succeed, who's really rooting for you in your corner. Social self-care. If this episode is touching you, you're learning something from it, be sure to follow. Be sure to drop a like down below. Be sure to drop a comment down below. Before we get into number 5, I want to rerun back through. Number 1, physical self-care. Move, exercise, get enough sleep. Number 2, emotional self-care. It ain't I'm good. It's not just about that. What's underneath it? Unpack. Acknowledge. Release. Number 3 is mental self-care. Step away from all the information and the intake. Sit in silence. Give your brain some room to breathe. Don't overstimulate yourself. And be aware when you are overstimulated and understimulate yourself. And number 4 is social self-care. You got friends. Men need friends. Check on your brother. Call your friends. Spend some time with those people who are actually pushing you forward, rooting for you to be the best version of yourself. And number 5, spiritual and purpose-based life self-care. Whatever spiritually or personal meaning looks like for you, make space for it. Make space for prayer. Make space for meditation. Make space for nature. Make space for reflection, for reading, for journaling. Make space for serving others. It feels good to do things for other people. Whatever reconnects you with something bigger than the immediate stress of your day, connect with it. Sometimes you don't need another solution. You need perspective. So why do you feel guilty when it's time for self-care? Why? Why do you feel guilty? Let's address the guilt. As a father, you may think, my kids need me. As a dad, you may think, my kids need me. My partner needs me. My job needs me. People are dependent on me. Listen, I'm guilty. I'm talking to myself as much as I'm talking to you. Yes, people may need you. But here's the question. What version of you are they getting when you never take care of yourself? They're receiving the exhausted father, the irritable partner, the burned out employee, the disconnected friend. You could technically be present without actually being emotionally available. Taking care of yourself doesn't take you away from the people you love. Sometimes it helps you show up for them better. Can't pour from an empty cup. Hear it over and over and over. I'm just here to remind you. Can't drive on an empty tank. So here's your challenge for this week. I want you to schedule 1 hour for yourself. Not whenever you happen to have the free time, but I want you to actually schedule 1 hour for yourself. I want you to put it in your calendar. I want you to write it down. I want you to be intentional. And during that hour, don't make yourself productive. Don't use it to catch up on work. Don't spend it solving somebody else's problem. I want you to take that time to do something that genuinely restores you. And here's the hardest part. Don't apologize for it. You don't have to explain it. You don't have to feel guilty. You don't even have to earn it. Give yourself permission because you are allowed to take care of yourself. Because you matter too.
It's time for
I want you to remember something. You matter. Your health matters. Your peace matters. Your dreams matter. Your mental health matters. Your body matters. And taking care of yourself doesn't mean you love your family less. It means recognizing that you're a human being is important to you because you're not a machine. You don't have to wait until you're completely burned out. You don't have to wait until your body forces you to stop. You don't have to wait until your relationship falls apart. You can choose yourself before the crisis. That's not selfish. That's wisdom. That's responsibility. That's self-respect. You cannot pour from an empty cup. But you also don't need to feel guilty for filling that cup.
It's time for tea time.
If this episode spoke to you, make sure you like this video and subscribe to TTimeTV. Share the M2H Academy series with someone you know near and dear that can use it. And let's make these conversations real. In the comments, finish this sentence. The way I'm going to take better care of myself is. In the comments, finish this sentence. The way I'm going to take better care of myself is. It could be getting more sleep, getting back into the gym, setting a boundary, talking to somebody, taking a break, whatever it is. I want you to write it down. and I want you to follow through. And if you know a man who needs permission to slow down and take care of himself, send him this episode. Send him to M2H Academy. Let him know he's not alone. As much as you're there to support him, we are too. I will see you on the next one as we wrap up the M2H Academy series. We got one more for the 10-part series, and part 1 will be complete. Until then, I want you to protect your peace. I want you to prioritize your health. I want you to give yourself permission to rest. And remember, taking care of yourself isn't taken away from the people you love. It's helping you become the man they deserve and the man you deserve to be. Peace.